What it do? What it do? It's the two, Master Chief Wezzy and my boy.
What it do? What it does? What it doesn't, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! You know, I actually underrate that ad-lib.
Which one?
Which
one?
Woo!
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mobo. Mobo. We need to bring
Povo
that.
after another Povo.
We need to bring that one back.
Yeah, we need to bring that one.
This one was manufactured in
The depths of Scotland, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Oh,
We have a nice drink with us today.
wait, yeah. Let me actually leave that right there because
Let me try to find out how much it is actually.
we need to talk about it. We need to talk about the people that have obviously made this possible for us,
Your
who are the BottleShop. Thank you very much, you guys, for supporting us, for making this possible. We've obviously nabbed this one from them. If you are looking for it, or if you're looking for any other drink, they are here in Lusaka at East Park, Mandahill, Leonica. Mandahill being the best stocked one,
Yebo.
where you can get just about anything and everything.
Can't find
But if you don't find it, or what you're looking for specifically, you can always request for it. They're also in Solwezi. Where else?
Solwezi, Ndola, and Kiddo.
Dola, Kitwe. Correct. With a nationwide delivery.
Yebo.
Of course, you guys know that. But just in case you are new to Scary Hours, welcome to Scary Hours. We do appreciate you guys for being here. If you're returning,
I just sent them a message asking.
Welcome
them to
back.
do this.
Huh?
I can't find it on the page. So I just sent a message asking how much it is.
I know.
We'll tell you.
We'll tell them. We'll tell them.
We'll tell you. But yeah, it's a beautiful Johnny Walker Black Label. You know, keep walking. That's all we
Keep
can
walking.
say.
Also a new setup, actually.
Yeah.
It's a-
The boys are walking. We're walking forward.
The last. It's you guys have never seen this setup before. The
Yeah.
last video was a bit different. Same location, a bit different. But,
Standard Sing of Zambia here.
proud and
Oh,
free.
for those of you who can't see, there's a flag.
It's a Zambia flag.
There's a flag on the table. Hail Hydra.
Last.
But yeah, like as Wesley's mentioned, we are officially, anyways, I mean, you probably heard 2 or 3 episodes in the new quarter at the time of this recording. Thank you. Or you don't yeah, we heard 2 or 3 episodes at the time of this recording. Yeah, you need ASMR. Yeah, you've heard 2 or 3 episodes. We're officially in the second quarter of the year.
You're
You know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? Q1 was interesting. How was Q1 for you? In fact, let's toast to Q2. Yeah, the ASMR thing.
It's got
Smooth,
actually.
very
Wow.
smooth.
I like that.
Yeah, bro.
How was Q1 for me? Q1 was up and down.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna put it like that. That's the simplest way. Q1 was definitely up and down because as much as there was the fun of yes, please, but a bit later. Let me
Got you.
enjoy this one a bit and then I'll jump into that. As much as there was the fun and the excitement and
Yo, you bought
I
too
guess
much.
also this I did, huh?
Mhm.
And also this serious, bro. This is the big boy one. So you have to
Mhm.
you can't just put
Oh.
small, huh? You have to enjoy it. But
Slow.
with the seriousness of this partnership,
Yeah.
there was also the downside of, I guess, Q1 being Q1 in the sense of sometimes things aren't as fast as you want them to be.
Yeah,
One.
New Year is never really like
A new year kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's never a reset. You
it's
know
never
what I mean?
yeah, especially like on the first month itself. Actually, people are sort of like, you know, when you wake up and you need to like defrost, like
Yeah.
the whole world is defrosting,
Mhm.
unless some epic news happens. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like
thank God there's
50
no
mil in the bank or something.
Yeah, like, you know, like thank God there's no pandemic or anything like crazy of that nature. But I agree with you. I think it was a weird start, like a slow start.
Mm.
You know, I mean, even this partnership started at the end of January.
True.
You know, but that, I mean, it doesn't mean it hasn't worked. Hasn't been fun.
Yeah, real. You guys have been tagging us.
Thank
and
you.
You've been tagging the BottleShop.
Yeah, real.
So we do appreciate you guys going
we
there.
really do appreciate
for
it.
that.
Someone got a 6-pack, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Just for
exactly.
tagging us, saying that I went to the BottleShop on Friday. Oh, he's been tagging us.
Yeah, it's been.
So shout out to Kay, you know,
Real.
my guy. So yeah, that's really, really like been interesting. It's good. It's interesting that you said that. Like it was a slow start, kind of fast because we do events as well. So like, you know, we did Love and Lyrics in February. Speaking of which, bro, I think we kind of touched on it like with Benji on the episode. But like in hindsight now, how was Valentine's weekend?
I was about to actually say we never spoke about it afterwards.
Like post, yeah.
like post the actual event. It was
Mm,
everything
mm, mm.
before. Is this actually the first time we're talking about it
Mm.
afterwards? Oh shit. Okay, cool.
Nearly 2 months after.
Yeah, well,
That was a night, boys.
how was Love and Lyrics? I think Love and Lyrics was what people expect. Actually, I don't even know what people expected.
I was talking with our creative director
Mm.
on the way back here, like when we were getting the stuff. I think for what it was meant to be, it was really good.
Yeah. I think it was more than what people thought it would be.
Even, and myself included.
Yeah, fair.
Like it went way better than I thought.
Yeah.
Especially like from me who was there like at the beginning, like when I was still blowing the balloons, setting up, making sure the power, whatever. I was even like laughing, saying that you guys here, it was like flooding, the rain, right?
Yeah.
And that side, we had the windows open because it was too hot.
True.
And so balloons were even like flying over.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like that's how crazy it was. So like I remember even people texting saying, is it still on it? I'm like, it's not raining here. Like I had to start sending people videos to be like, it's not raining.
Almost like Supersoft, the first
The
Supersoft.
first one, yeah. So yeah, I think for what it was really, really good. I understand why people say, especially us on the organizing end, it's their favorite Ministry of Group event.
I do get
I
that.
really get it.
I do get it.
Supersoft is a different animal.
Also, I'm not going to lie, and we've told Benji this before.
Yeah.
I doubted the venue at first.
Mm-hmm.
I doubted the venue, and I was like, I don't know how that's going to work. But somehow, some way, it actually made a lot of sense.
Yeah, and it worked to our benefit.
It worked to our benefit.
I was telling him, like, I think people have this perception or had this perception about the venue. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say the name, but anyways, I mean, people know it was.
Oh yeah, it was a quorum.
People had this perception.
We've had it already, so
people had this perception about the quorum, and like maybe drinks would be expensive or like what, but like really and truly, one, people drink what's in front of them.
Yeah.
And two, I think people also realized like they weren't that expensive. Like drinks weren't that expensive.
True. Shout out to 4th Street as well, actually, for
that's the
really making it possible.
Yeah. So like when I say drinks weren't expensive, before you get to 4th Street, because that's another animal.
Real.
A drink that's maybe $60 was just 70. I think people are coming there thinking a drink that's 60 is gonna cost you 120. And to be very honest, shout out to the food and bev manager there, KG. Really being accommodating and making sure that we were able to make it happen. And yeah, like it was really, really good. Like I mentioned even, I think to you guys afterwards, there were people who came there thinking it was the Quorum's event. And that's the benefit of having an event like that at a place like that. Because like if you have an event at a place like the Quorum or Latitude, people are going to go because they assume, Latitude's events are like this or Quorum's events are like this. So let me just pull up. It's the first time so many people heard about Ministry of Groove as a whole.
I'm at the mic a bit.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah, it's in the different.
Yeah, now I've heard the different. Yeah. So yeah, that was dope. And then 4th Street, now that's what really finished us. That's what.
Let me tell you about that one.
Really finished.
I think I know probably more than 5 people plus that got lit off of just 4th Street, and the ones for just from the entrance.
Yeah,
like they just kept going back.
Once people learned that hack,
refill.
Yeah, they
knew like, okay, cool, and they were hammered. The music obviously was just doing the right thing. Like DJ Hussein obviously played one of the craziest set.
Long live Hussein,
like man. Long live. Like people enjoyed hearing throwbacks, the Zambian throwbacks, and you're singing like and like things like that was just it.
No more.
It brought us back.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Like
to our childhood.
Because one, the weather wasn't to our advantage.
Yeah.
Right. So people again, like you were saying, are asking, "Oh, is it happening? Is it and all that kind of."
The odds are actually against us.
Odds are against us. So now you're like,
it's slightly more expensive.
Exactly.
It's not our usual.
It's not our usual. Exactly. That kind of thing. So people pulling up, music just being right every hour.
Do you know what I actually think as well?
And the grown-ups pulling up as well was there.
Yeah, shout out to 30's Corner, guys. We're joining you soon. Yo, it's paining my heart to say that I'm about to join the 30's Corner here.
We have an episode about that, actually.
We do? Huh?
Oh, we will be having an episode about that.
Who's the guest?
No, not a guest.
Oh,
just technically could have a guest on it. But talking about...
But we actually do have to talk about 30s. This, man. Me, I think 30 is where life starts, Oaks.
Last number.
My mom, when she was turning 40, used to say that 40 is where life starts. Which is crazy.
Yeah, real.
But anyways,
times have changed.
The thing is, though,
soon to be 60.
I really think when you get to a certain age, you don't feel as old as you thought you would. I really do think there are people who turn 45 and they're like, I actually still feel okay. I think
you also look at life differently as well.
Yeah.
That's probably why. Like the things that were heavy on your mind aren't anything anymore. And you
Yeah.
start to really care about the smaller things in life, you know, and those make you probably feel younger in a sense. You rejuvenated.
True.
If you're very like concentrated on the family, your life,
yeah, the
whatever it's
things you
gonna
really
like,
care about, the things
you know what I
value,
mean?
Yeah.
The bullshit that's really happening. That probably like
This guy called it bullshit.
the world is full of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
true. Sir.
there's just too much happening. And if you always focusing on things that aren't happening
Oh,
in
that
your
aren't
immediate
important,
circle.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Or things you can't control.
Exactly. You
But
know?
yeah, no, like, yeah, Love and Lyrics, shout out to the older crowd that did come through. Also shows you that our events are for everyone. I don't know why you guys have this stigma. But anyways,
Yeah.
Love and Lyrics was good. And then we went into the first Super Soft of the year, which was hosted on the Women's Day weekend, International Women's Day
Correct.
weekend. All female lineup. We had DJ
Yeah.
Candy from Namibia. Shout out to DJ Candy.
Shout out to DJ Candy.
Long live Candy. Like,
Crazy set.
yeah, that was fun. That
Crazy,
was,
crazy
and
set.
what was so crazy was because of when Love and Lyrics was that Valentine's Day weekend, we literally only had 3 weeks
Yeah.
to make Super Soft happen.
With almost the same theme.
Yeah. That was actually the tricky part.
Yeah.
I remember the original theme wasn't even meant to be pink and white because we're like, we've just done red,
We just
pink,
done
and
red,
white.
pink,
Yeah.
yeah. And then now we just throw people back into the same kind of thing. I was struggling. I was like, what the hell am I actually going to wear
That's
for
true.
this one?
But it was good in the sense, I think, that like we're able to differentiate the two events.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
People know what Super Soft is now.
There was no Afro. Okay, there were Afrobeats at Love and Lyrics, but it's like that Afrobeats for Debanj is not the Afrobeats of Rema.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
And
Yeah.
I played a crazy set. I'm
not gonna lie.
Yo.
The women
She hammered
punished
it
us.
though. Nah, she hammered.
The women punished us at that
Big
event.
time.
Like,
Big time.
I don't know what God possessed all of them. Maybe because the spirit of Women's Day was inside all of them, mate, because they played some sets I've never heard them play.
I swear.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like beginning
Like,
to end.
Let's not even talk about myself. My goodness, what an intro. What an intro. The greatest intro. That's the best intro in Super Soft history. I promise you.
If you missed it, you missed it. I don't even know how to explain it. Explain to people. How did she enter that?
She started with like a movie soundtrack.
Mhm.
And it was long.
Yeah.
It was really long. So bear in mind, guys, what happened for Miss Selfie set was power went out, right? Was it during her set?
During.
It was during her set. Okay. So power hadn't gone out yet. But anyways,
I think it was during.
she played after Candy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So imagine our international headliner has played. She's played all the piano, the whatever. Like, she's rocked us.
Yeah.
You know, she's even ended with that MKK song.
Yeah. You guys don't know that.
All of
one.
us
You
were
don't know.
shaking there.
On top of the speaker.
You know what I'm saying? I remember, like, side note, someone asked me, where was I can't remember where it was, but then they played 360 by Chef 187. And I said, this was my favorite song once upon a time. And she says to me, like, me too, but I'm a girl. What's your excuse? And I was like, I also like shaking ass. What do you mean? What's my excuse? It's all about you, like it's your birthday. I also want to dance too. Like, what do you mean?
360. Oh my God, it's a tune. I don't think I can sit down.
Yeah.
I can't sit down.
That
hearing
song and Lewa, the ones that used to grip us.
Touch your shoulders.
Fakamanja kubokos.
See, you know you can get any type
You
of
see.
sugar daddy with your big bokos.
Bokos. Don't kill me.
You guys don't know music.
But yeah, Miss Sophie now has to play after the piano set and she's playing hip hop. And she starts with like some movie intro. Like, you know, it sounds like DreamWorks, 20th Century Fox, all that kind of stuff. Brilliant. Like, and it's long. I think that's the thing that really confused people. Because, you know, like now your international headliner has stepped off. Now you've got your local headliner.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Sophie is the biggest female DJ in the country. Shout out to her. But like it was weird at first. I do remember like people looking how we were looking to be like,
What's cutting?
what's going on?
'cause it wasn't 5 seconds. It wasn't a 10 second.
It was like a minute, dude. I'm not gonna like it's a minute of like a movie intro. It sounds like, and I'm like, what is she doing? And then it goes into TV off, and the second half of TV off, like you know, the whole
she knew
mustard.
exactly how to get it into that part. That
Like you know, where
transition
Kendrick just starts getting hey, and like I don't think anyone caught it until that moment.
and honestly, the ground is probably shaking.
No, it shook.
Like
It shook.
everybody.
It shook. Like we actually had to tell her, please start again.
Start again. Real.
I remember actually why we even had to start it again was Brizzo put his camera down.
Oh,
He put his camera down because he's
you
he's
think he's
thinking,
captured the
there's
things
nothing.
now.
Yeah, like I'll catch her when she's
Right. Which is in the middle.
and
of
then
a
he hears the hey, and he's like
he's scrambling.
he's scrambling now for the camera. He gets the camera and he's like, wait,
Too late.
say, tell her,
Run it back.
tell her, please,
Run
please,
it back,
please.
Turbo.
And the thing is, it caught everyone by surprise. He said, nah, listen, stop. She runs it back and it's a brilliant intro. It hits just as hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was so good. And it was a highlight of the night, really and truly. That moment. But it was also really good just to have Super Soft back, put us back in the energy for the big one that's coming. Because one that's coming,
Actually, by the time you're no, never mind.
It'll be a week before.
It'll be a week before.
Yeah.
Right, never mind.
By the time you're listening to
By
this
the
or
time you're
watching
watching this or listening to this,
we're going to be at Momo.
do know that no.
It's not the week before.
No.
The 24th. This is not dropping on the...
Oh, yeah. Don't be mentioning dates, you.
Sorry,
Because technically, this should be dropping here.
Oh, okay. Then I just...
Yeah, so it's just okay. But anyways, regardless of the fact, you guys will be seeing this before the big operation. Meaning, get your tickets because we've already announced who it is.
Fellow.
Ish, my Jesus Christ.
Oh, he's a jolly good fellow.
I love how people are reacting to it.
Yeah.
Let me just say, I love
That's
people's
brilliant,
reactions. I love that people want to come to
especially you saying 30 plus Oaks.
this. Last number.
I think it's been sold pretty well. And also, I'm really not gonna lie, we fought for it to happen. It needs to happen. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
The way we planned it to. And yeah, he's a bloody good artist, man.
Yeah, I mean, we've definitely seen him perform before.
Yeah,
so we know what he can do.
There's a reason we called him. It's a very good reason.
Me very soon. I just need the partner that was there that same day that was playing.
Yeah,
decks,
that's the one.
If you know, you know.
Soon come that one.
Yeah, soon come.
That one. I'll stop talking.
You'll actually close for the year.
You'll actually have to rip my vocal cords out to stop me from announcing that because I'll just be like, Ish.
Please pass a lemonade.
I don't even want to say her name or his name
or their name.
Yeah, bro.
Never know who it is.
But yeah, no, Supersoft was really, really good. In addition to as a Q1 honor, give them free promo.
What do I boss?
Oh, you need more? Yeah.
Perfect mix. That's what we call.
Q1 was really, really dope. I've come to see that every quarter I will adopt a personality.
Oh yeah,
when I say adopt a personality, I'm gonna say I mean it in the sense of I'm not gonna change my personality. I'm not going to use something or someone as a mood board.
Yes, exactly.
And I think so. Yeah, in the first quarter I used Guy Pearce in Memento.
True.
And his name in the movie is actually Leonard Shelby.
Correct.
But it's from a Drake lyric. And this is a Scary House podcast.
And like Guy Pearce and Memento.
Yeah, Tuscan Leather, brilliant.
Beautiful song.
Beautiful song. Beautiful movie written by Christopher Nolan.
Correct.
He did it really, really, really well. It's Christopher Nolan likes this whole thing of time, whatever. But basically, without going into too much detail, this guy has short-term memory loss and can't remember, often forgets things even as he's doing them. He has to write stuff down. But like the Drake reference was, the movie starts at the end and ends at the beginning.
Yeah.
And apparently that's how Nothing Was the Same was supposed to be, the deluxe version.
Right.
And if you listen to it, actually, both ways it makes sense.
It does.
The outro makes sense as the intro, like Pound Cake as the intro makes sense, and Tuscan Leather as the outro also
especially
makes sense.
as the intro of Pound Cake.
Yeah.
Like the same monologue in it. You know what I mean? As an intro.
Been saying back in our day, we used to have the A and yeah.
It makes so much sense. And then obviously Tuscan Leather.
Even Tuscan Leather ends like, the way the song ends is, are we enjoying ourselves?
Yeah.
It's very like
it's at the end.
What's the word?
It's like
retrospective.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the way it is. So yeah, that was my mood board for Q1. It was fun. Really, really enjoyed. Like people go, I've figured out about when I do things like that. Because very few people understand it, I enjoy it more.
What shows you that people don't understand it?
Everyone was asking me, why are you posting this white dude in a suit? You know what I'm saying? Like I would use it for anything. Like you're just talking to me And I'll be like, okay, last night was long. And then like I'm gonna send a meme of him sitting like from the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And if you've definitely never
If
watched
you haven't
it,
watched the movie,
you
it's
have
like
no idea what the hell's
what's going
on
on here?
Yeah, that's true.
So I asked people what my Q2 one should be, and Tom Brady won by 1 vote.
To be honest, I didn't think Tom Brady would win.
Same.
I just didn't.
I thought, okay, I'm not gonna say the other ones.
Oh
but
yeah.
I thought the other ones would win, but Tom Brady, I figured won because he's the most popular.
That's true.
So I actually should go with the least popular option.
Sounds like you.
Yeah.
sounds like some shit you would do.
Tom Brady won, but Tom Brady is a good one, though.
Mm.
Like I'm not gonna lie, like that Tom Brady story is a very, very good one, and I think I'll run with it still for this quarter.
And I told you that. Oh, I mean, we spoke about it on the last episode that Tom Brady is also gonna was like my thing.
Mhm.
There's a song. I don't know if a lot of people know it because he's not like a popular artist, at least here.
Mhm.
To be honest, I don't think anyone that I know knows him.
Mm.
But he's what's his name? Kenny Turnup.
Mhm.
Have you heard of him before?
Mm-mm.
Right? Like, and I found out about him when I was in the US. But he has this song called 12, which, I mean, obviously talking about police and whatever. But one of the line is, I feel like Tom Brady because 12 on my back.
Yeah. That's
Right?
actually what you said to me. You
Yeah,
said
exactly.
Because I asked you, because I think, what was it? Out of the 3 options,
In the back, in the.
I asked you. I said which one did you pick, or something along those lines,
Yeah.
and you said 12 on my back.
Yeah, exactly. 12
Yeah,
on my back.
that's
Just
literally
because
what
of
you
the
said,
song,
yeah.
literally. And I was like,
It's crazy how music influences us.
bruh.
Me especially, like there are some things I want to buy just for rap lyrics. And I saw people, I actually saw like a tweet about this where this guy said he was saving up for like, I think a pair of jeans, like designer jeans. They were expensive.
Mm.
And then 25K, the South African rapper, he said something about diesel jeans, what. Like I think they were 8,000 Rand or something. And he said,
Yes.
I'm saving for that 8,000 Rand because I need those jeans.
Diesel jeans.
Just
8K.
put that caption. But like even remember
Yeah,
me,
captions is a thing.
I always say like even the sneakers I want to get, like my first
Yeah,
sneaker purchase
yeah,
for this year,
yeah.
it's because of a Lil Baby lyric.
That's
I've
fair.
already got the lyric
That's
and the
fair.
caption
That's fair.
ready in my head.
You know how much like music influences us? Like to the point where I need to live out certain things because this artist said this thing. Like I need to be maybe like on a private jet alone because Drizzy Drake said whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Or Jay-Z
couldn't
said,
see the
I don't
plane
pop
for like 10
Molly,
of
I
us.
rock Tom Ford. And so I need to be like in a Tom Ford suit one day for no reason even.
Just to post the caption.
Just to post it.
Just to post the caption. That's all I need. Which is crazy.
It's insane, but
It's
real.
motivation. you
It's
know?
real.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
telling
like,
you.
yo, I need to do that. I need a way to be like
Guys, when I get those shoes, trust me.
when I'm on that 30-seater plane. For like 10 of us.
Or in a fleet of Suburbans. That's the one you've been waiting for, that one.
Fleet of Suburbans.
Wesley I'm sure he already knows where to order the 10 Chevys from.
Okay, wait.
we just need to touch down in the States. And there'll be a fleet of Suburbans.
Don't worry.
You need to be moving like, White House officials.
I'm telling you, bro. That one, I'm so ready for it. That's actually super, super, super funny.
But yeah, no, like while we're here, even on the topic of like, pop culture, like music and things of that nature. This is the Scary Hours podcast. At some point, there's no way we can go a year or even a quarter, maybe even a month at this
For
point
real?
without talking about, Drake himself.
For real?
So I don't know. Have you seen his Nokia video?
I have actually.
In fact, let me ask you, how do you feel about the album?
Can't ask me. Me, I like the album. I love the album.
Really?
I've got some songs there that like I still play.
Yeah.
That are still in my rotation for
Mhm.
sure.
So, okay, go on now.
No, go actually.
Okay, so yeah. So I haven't listened to the album like as a...
Why?
No. I've listened to it. I haven't listened to it as a fan. I've listened to it because it dropped.
Okay.
So it's in passing.
Okay.
I'm doing dishes is there.
Got you. How many times have you listened to it from beginning to end?
From beginning to end, maybe 3 times now.
Okay, I think that's enough.
3 times?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Mhm.
The first time I listened to it, I was like, this is boring.
I get that.
The first time.
I get that.
Second and third time, I was like, okay, wait, no, there's a song here. There's a song here. There's a song.
That's exactly
It
how
had
it
the-
got me.
It had the, so I still pick some songs.
Mm.
That's funny. I still pick some sexy songs for you.
I'm dead.
But I wouldn't say I've listened to it like as a fan. You know what I mean? Like to be
Go
like,
on.
let me pay. Do you remember that there was a day we sat here actually and listened to Scorpion like as fans, where
Yeah,
every song
beginning to end,
or even
we just
pausing
got
to
to-
say like, no, this is great. And that's when we discovered that Ratchet Happy Birthday
Yeah, it's actually
minus
a tune for
Instagram
real.
is actually a very, very good
For
song.
real.
You know what
Guys,
I mean?
it's a beautiful. Like, if you don't believe us,
you don't know. Just listen.
go back to that song
Just listen.
and listen to it.
And listen alone.
Don't judge without judgment.
Yeah.
Don't
Forget
think
Instagram.
about Instagram. Exactly. Forget about no, it's a
TikTok.
birthday song. What? No. Listen to that song.
Mm.
Who's gonna love you when you?
There's no one.
Yeah, you guys don't know.
No one's gonna love you on your worst day, boys
No
and girls.
one. Apart the Lord Almighty.
Yeah, true. So yeah, I think I haven't listened to it like, you know, like with like a switched on brain. But like, I think it's decent. I wouldn't say it's bad. I think it's decent.
Name a couple of songs that you like.
I have to look now. You see, that's the problem. Nokia.
Yeah, Nokia, which is actually what we're gonna get into soon.
Nokia, of course. Where is it? I recently heard it.
Nah, Nokia is a tune. Wait, I hope my volume is not up. You can start.
You can start playing the song, huh?
They can stop us right now.
Right, that's the end of the
I'm
YouTube
telling
video.
you.
Okay, I have no idea why Apple Music is taking 4 years to load.
Don't worry. Spotify always got it.
It's crazy because Drake's some sexy songs.
Some sexy songs for you.
So I would say I like Mothballs.
Yeah, Mothballs is good.
Crying in Chanel.
Yeah.
Pimmy's Dilemma. Brian.
Wow,
Steele.
you skipped a lot of songs there, but okay.
No.
That's cool. That's cool.
Deeper I get, but I don't know.
What do you mean you get, but you don't know?
I get
What
but
do
like,
you mean?
I don't know, man.
Still, because
maybe
I remember the first time when they dropped the snippet.
I didn't like it.
You didn't
I
like
remember,
it, and I was like, bro, I don't think you're hearing. I don't think you're hearing what.
Nah, bro.
what
I
is
love
being
PND.
said
No,
here.
but trust me, I'm a PND like stan.
I know you
like
are.
I love that guy.
I'm just surprised that song didn't sit. Have you heard it properly?
No, bro, it didn't land for me. Trust
Okay,
me.
but have
And
you
it's the
heard it
same thing,
properly?
like with AirPods, whatever, and on a speaker.
You're
like,
lying.
I'm telling you.
You're lying.
I mentioned Nokia already. You know, interestingly, a song that people don't really talk
I
about.
wanna be your favorite again. PND, bro, you're lying.
A song that I think people don't talk about is Celibacy.
Oh, I like that song.
I like it.
I like that song.
I really, really like
Wait,
it.
hold on. What was the last song you mentioned before that?
Before Nokia, I
Pimmy's
mentioned
Dilemma?
Pimmy's Dilemma and Brian Steele.
God damn. Okay.
Yeah, those are the ones I really like. That's what I would say. Raining in Houston's not bad either.
Mm-hmm. I got Mothballs.
Mothballs.
Something About You is there.
Crying in Chanel. How'd you feel about that?
I like Crying in Chanel.
Yeah.
I like
Hey, the
Spider-Man,
Dollies
Superman.
love that one.
Spider-Man, Superman, I like.
Yeah.
Deeper, I like.
So basically, from you, it's 1 to 9.
Wait. Small time fame, depending on the day, sometimes is there.
CN Tower actually also, on its day, it grips me. Like, if the weather was like this morning,
Fair shout.
like CN Tower is a jam. Yeah.
That's a fair shout.
It's got
Dilemma,
it's got a
obviously.
Views-esque feel to this album. Minus the dance hall and the keep the family close. Those kinds of songs. Like Western Road. Okay, not Western Road.
Not Western, because no one's rapping in any of these
But
songs, really.
The slower songs.
But I understand what you're saying.
Faithful.
Yeah.
You know, those kinds of things. That's what this album like.
It has that DNA in it.
Grabs. Yeah, there we go. That's the word.
I get you. Give Me a Hug. Raining in Houston does it for me here and there. Meet Your Padre if I'm in that stupid vibe. You know what I mean? Like it does.
Raining in Houston though, it's one of those that Instagram has already annoyed me for. Everyone posted it.
You're right. You're right about that.
Like it became like the way we complained about MMS MMS was slow by Wizkid and Ashake respectively.
Love that song, but the way people just overdid that song, no ways. Nokia, obviously, Love Die Trying.
Yeah.
By the way, Somebody Loves Me.
You're Drake and rap.
That might actually be
not rap. Sorry, sing.
That might actually be top 3 in this album. Actually, it is not even might.
Do you know what's interesting?
Not even top 2.
You know what's interesting about this album, which I would contrast with Views for, right?
And When He's Gone.
I think
fire song. Toxic, but fire.
Wesley likes the whole album, to be honest. I think the interesting thing about this album is like where it differs from Views in a way, in a good way, is that it almost doesn't matter where you are in life.
Location wise, or like in just like
what, like whether, like, you know how
Just like
there's-
what's happening in your
there's,
life.
yeah,
kind of thing.
there's this
Got you.
thing about Drake for like he's got a line for everything. Whether you're single, taken, in a
100%.
relationship, fighting with your girlfriend, fighting with your wife,
in love with
like,
her,
in love with your wife,
yeah.
or your husband, whatever it may be. Your partner's cheated on you. You're cheating on your partner. There's a song. There's either a Drake or a Party Next Door reference for all of that.
Real.
All of that exists.
Shout out to the BottleShop, by the way, once again.
Yeah, where's this pushing this Johnny Walker now? Oh,
no, because if you think about it, I
they
poured
did-
less than you in a sense.
fair. Yeah,
You know what I
you
mean?
gave me a fucking. But anyways,
You're the guest. I'm joking.
oh, they did message me back, by the way. Quick response. That's another benefit there.
Real.
Johnny Walker Black Label. This 1 liter bottle is 1,000 kwacha.
And it's a liter. So, like, you know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
1
Like,
liter.
if you look at the size, guys, it's actually
Yeah, it's a massive bottle.
it's a massive bottle. You know, so it makes sense. A
Yeah.
G for Johnny Walker,
Yeah.
I would do it. A
Yeah.
black label at that too.
Yeah, Black Label. It's worth it. Yeah, not those, not the other one,
Not the dig.
the regular.
Yeah, it's low.
But yeah, what I was
some
what I was
lemonade.
saying about the album as a whole is it's interesting in that respect that like he stuck to the ASMR as he
Yeah.
it's interesting in that respect that it's a just finish the thing, dude. Why are you being delicate with it?
Because the mix has to be right.
This guy.
As if he doesn't drink. You know, like why would I do that?
I would just finish the can.
You drink.
Too much actually. Need to reduce.
Alcoholics, but you're right.
Looking for a wife.
I'm dead.
Yeah. So
Cheers.
the interesting thing about this album is like it almost doesn't matter where you are. It still hits.
Yeah.
And there was no like okay, there was anticipation, but it wasn't as long. It didn't have like as long as Views had. But I still think like the slow songs had the same impact the slow songs on Views had on people. Songs like Keep the Family Close or
Yeah.
Faithful or whatever. I think those songs still hit people the same way. And I think what made it like why I say decent and it's not good is because I would have liked to have heard a rap. I get that it's some sexism. Like even if it's one, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he did it on Honestly Nevermind. It's all house music, like, you know, techno, EDM, whatever you want to call it. And then he throws Jimmy Cooks.
One, yes, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
21.
So like I was expecting like maybe just one.
Right.
You know?
I was also expecting a song kind of like maybe the DNA of Recognize in a sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like that kind of idea.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that's why at the first time I listened to the album, I was a bit like, I don't know if I'm like liking what I'm hearing.
I want you.
Guys,
Who do you?
those two when they're together.
I'm not there.
Those two when they're together are
I know
problematic.
Drizzy, Drake Rogers and Party.
Are very problematic. And that's what I thought I would hear.
Yeah.
But I guess over like listening to it more.
Yeah, the more you listen to it, the better it gets actually.
Right.
Really and truly.
And just listening to it without judgment, I think is also the very important thing to do.
I think it's also dope that this is now something that Drake has done outside of the context of that issue.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna say it, but that issue. And I think it was actually it wasn't. I didn't realize it when it dropped, but now with like hindsight, it was actually necessary for him to do something like this.
100%.
Because I did question. I was like, dude, the Valentine's Day album, like, what the fuck are you doing, dog?
Which even goes into the video actually that dropped.
Yeah.
The only video that's dropped
Yeah.
of the album, right?
I mean, Deeper was for the trailer. I don't think
Deeper was a trailer, but I don't think it was
they
an
dropped a
actual
full- yeah.
video.
No, I don't think
right?
it was a full video.
Yeah, which is quite a shame
Interesting.
because I love the
Oh,
the
yeah.
song. But
Slow.
yeah, you did ask me if I've watched the video, which I have, and I'm 100% assuming that you have also watched it.
Mhm.
What was your take on it?
It was dope.
Loved it.
To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Like, a Drake music video is not a bad thing.
Ever.
Like, yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna
Ever.
complain about a Drake music video.
I don't remember the last time I watched a Drake music video and didn't like it.
It was quality. It was good. There was one thing that I saw that I think I did agree with. It should have been shot like it was on a Nokia phone.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Like, you know, like I saw someone make like a compilation of like a video or whatever, like using. Like,
Oh
those-
yeah,
old-
that kind of
old
filter kind of
quality,
thing. Yeah.
I like, or maybe not the full video, but like maybe some scenes.
Some scenes. Yeah,
but
that's
like
true.
that would have been dope. But I do like the black and white.
I love the black and white. That was a good idea.
And like I said, you won't catch me complaining about the Drake.
Even the
music.
Nokia game, the snakes and everything.
You won't catch
like,
me
it
complaining
was-
about
it
the
was
Drake
good.
music video.
And I think
He's not dumb, dude.
I saw someone's tweet on it, and I think you also quoted it, if I'm not mistaken. I think you did.
Mm.
Where someone was saying that what they liked about it is that he was having fun in it.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah,
which,
yeah, yeah.
which I do agree with it.
Yeah.
But I also agree with what you're saying. People shouldn't lie that Kendrick wasn't having fun in his video.
Let's be honest.
Let's be very honest. Like
I actually don't understand that narrative. To be like, it was Azalea Banks, first of all. So
that's who said it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's never listen to her about anything. But like, I actually even posted like recently as well, just basically asking people, this feels like Hotline Bling.
Yes.
So I asked people like which one they like. Nokia is currently winning, which is insane to me. Because
You prefer what's going on, Dalco? You
Hotline
prefer Hotline Bling to
as a song. Maybe the video I can give Nokia.
why the song? Why do you prefer
Hotline
Bling as a song? But it's a tune.
Well, that's a banger.
It's a
I think because
tune.
it grew on me. When I first, like, you know the thing with Hotline
I didn't
Bling,
like it at the beginning.
I heard
also.
it before I watched the video.
Same.
So when you just listen to it, it's like, what's this guy doing? Late night when you need, like it's boring.
Yeah.
Then he adds the
I heard it also like
all the
a lot
bullshit.
more when I was out at house parties.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're killing the vibe. Because then again, think about it. You're coming from Zambia and everything where Afrobeat with what up tempo, what shake bounce, shake nyash, what you know what I mean?
Yeah,
wine. Then you go into a house party and people are playing a Hotline Bling kind of song, and you're like, why have you just taken me to a different realm?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But then I think when I was just listening to it by myself, I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
It's a tune. It's a tune.
I think it's one of those songs I needed to see to understand.
Fair.
So like
Fair.
for me, that's how it hit me, I think. Because I just heard it and I was like, this can't be what you guys are excited about. What the hell is 1-800 Hotline Bling?
Right.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
then seeing it made sense to me. Like I understood the vision. So I would say like as a song, but I think the video for Nokia is better.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
I think so too.
I'll give the
I think
video
so too.
the thing. I actually think I've kind of done it wrong. I would actually compare Nokia to what's that song? Not In My Feelings. It's also in Scorpion though. It's a real one in your reflection. Without a follow. Nice for what?
Nice for what?
Yeah.
Nice for what?
Like Nokia and Nice for what, like both pops. Like up tempo pops. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been fighting the urge because I know that when I like something, I get addicted. I will be saying, "Baby girl."
I say it. I can't even lie to you.
I've been fighting it for weeks.
I say that, baby
Because
girl.
I won't stop. I know that I
Do
won't.
you dance? Let me see you
I
twirl.
won't stop saying that thing.
It's hard. Like, and I think that's where he wins.
Yeah.
Because he's just made something that we can just easily say anytime,
Yeah.
anywhere.
It's got that virality to it.
And the problem also is, I'm not saying it to you as my boy. I can say it to her. Like, you get what I'm saying? And Hans says it to her.
And actually,
That's where it wins.
Zambian clubs suck. I haven't heard this song in the club yet. Nokia.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if I was there in the capo and it played once. Did it play on my birthday, bro? It didn't play? I feel like I've heard it out before.
I have.
I might be wrong.
Personally.
And you've been out more than me this like period.
Quarter.
Yeah, it's quarter.
Let's
So,
not even
like,
say that this period.
this odd. It's been out like 3 days more than me. Like, what the hell? We're not counting Fox and whatnot. Please. That's your pressure. You want to count Fox?
That doesn't. Yeah, fair.
That doesn't count. Let's be sensible.
Baby girl.
Let me see you do you dance. Let me
see
see
you
you twirl.
Hey, the hands love it. That thing. And I think
super
that's the thing.
soft.
And I think that's the thing.
It cut.
Yeah, it banged.
Yeah, it banged so hard.
It really, really banged.
Like, we were waiting for that song for so long just for it to play.
Yeah. Super soft actually probably. But that's not being out. That's why I'm not counting it.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's not happening every week. So you can't even be like, yeah, I played. You know what I mean? Because like, obviously.
Because I hear what you're saying. Like the way you said, you can just sing it to a random girl. Baby girl. See it twirl. But yeah. Like it was dope. It was dope. Good moment. I like the video. I can't wait to see what he's got next because I know that he's going to have a summer banger. This isn't the summer banger.
He's already spoken about dropping an album anyway.
Yeah.
So like, I
It's
guess
solo.
we'll see. Do you believe there are going to be no features on it?
He's going to wireless with a madness. Trust me.
Yeah.
That wireless
Yeah.
weekend, forget
Yeah.
about it.
He's dropping a banger there.
It's
There's
going
something
to-
that's dropping there.
He's not stupid.
There's something that's dropping there.
For him to stop the tour in Australia and say, I need to lock in, there's a reason.
Has he stopped it indefinitely or what happened with
he
that?
postponed. So what happened was he basically, I think he did like 2 shows or so.
Yeah. I
But
think
like
even more. No?
he didn't finish. Yeah, but
So
he,
apparently, what was it like scheduling issue or like?
I don't think
So
it-
they say.
yeah, I don't think it was a scheduling. Okay, anyway,
That's
like
I
you
think that's
said.
what they said publicly.
So they said. I don't think it was.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think one, he had to lock in the wireless announcement,
Mm.
and he realized that okay, if I want to reach wireless and take the
There's
whole
some
weekend,
things that have to happen.
there's some
here.
things that have, like, and trust me, Drake is calculated. And when I say things that need to happen, it's probably music video, whatever. So he probably had to finish the Some Sexy Songs for You like rollout, which is why this video has been done. It's finished. It's out.
Yeah.
If there's another one, we don't know. But like he needed to finish that before he enters whatever we're gonna see in the
Also,
summer.
he added like a bop in that song.
Yeah,
that bop was
he
hard.
added
I can't
a
even
bop.
lie.
Yeah,
It's simple
yeah.
bop, but it was hard. I like it.
Drake's bops are crazy.
I like it. I like it.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like he like what you said. Sorry, he was having fun.
Yeah.
And it's good to see him still having fun.
It reminds me of what's the song with J. Cole? The video that just
The one that went crazy. What was it?
yeah. What's the name
What's
of that
the
song?
First person shoot.
He knows this one.
Creative director is a student of hip hop.
Yes, sir. Yeah, first person shoot. It reminds me of that kind of like
Mhm.
it dropped. It was crazy. You know what I mean? It seemed like
What
it was
a
fun.
video.
The dogs about what. Exactly.
That's
like
a
what
video.
a video. And that's
Yeah.
how I thought about watching this one as well. Like, yeah, shit. What a
That's
video.
nice.
You know what I mean?
I think the last video that excited me, okay, let's excluding first person shooter from Drake, was 8 a.m. in Charlotte. By top from a bitch that work in corporate sales, yo.
You guys know how I feel about that song. Oh, you guys know how I feel about that
What
song.
a video!
What
mate.
a video. What?
I know Drake. Thank you, brother.
Hey, scary hours for real.
I know he did give us a video for You Broke My Heart, but it wasn't really like a music video, as more of like a movie-ish thing.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
I've seen that.
Broke my ex.
Yeah, no, I love the song, but like,
Ish.
I love the song. I don't even know why I never played
Why
it
don't olds
outside.
play?
You see,
Now we're shouting at the
You
next
see?
DJ at Super
we
Super.
have to
I
because
need you
like
to play.
there are a lot of songs I should be playing. That middle fingers up. You guys don't know.
You want to kill me about that? We did the same thing. I said, you don't know. You don't know.
You also know.
You
That's
guys
a
don't know
tune.
anything.
That's a tune, guys.
We're going to bump it as soon as we're done with
No,
this episode.
100%.
Like, that's a bang.
Like
My
it's so hard. Like what a tune, bro. What
you know, like
what a tune.
yeah, like I think this video it reminds me of like the excitement I felt for first person shoot at ATM.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Sorry,
Nah, you could.
which are like two different kinds of songs completely. You know, first person shoot is mainstream like rap, and then ATM is like conductor.
Conductor. Hello, conductor is hard.
Yeah,
Hello,
it's
that's
like
number.
different.
Yeah. Shit.
But yeah, so that's been Q1.
I feel like I had another pop culture kind of like question that left my head. But it was definitely pop culture. Also, on the record, please let me know when you watch the movie because I know I've said it that I was going to talk about it on like, this was last year, I think,
Last year, yeah.
right? You know the movie I'm talking
I've
about.
forgotten the name, but I do remember.
You read the book. You literally just finished the book.
Hidden Figures.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay.
So when you watch it,
we should talk
let
about
me
it.
know so that becomes a topic.
Ah,
Because
okay. That's a
is-
brilliant book, though.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant book. I was told by Kat that the thing with the movie is that like they merge different women into like one character. So like you need to basically there's a lot of women. I know like in the movie there's 3 who are the main focus.
Okay.
But like
okay.
apparently so like
there's a lot more.
there's a
than
lot
just the
more
3.
in the book.
Right,
yeah.
right. That are
Yeah. So then you'll realize if you read the book first that
Yes.
like you know, she's actually like 2 or 3 women. Or she's
got
one
you.
person. Or like they've basically put but I guess you can't have a movie where there's like 8 main characters.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Doesn't
fair.
make sense.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I can't
Ah,
wait to like see the movie. Maybe even this weekend I'll watch it.
Trust.
Yeah.
Trust. The movie was good.
I hear it's really, really
I really enjoyed it actually. Yeah. But then I should probably just get the book from you because now that you said that, I'm like,
Oh, I see.
yeah, I'm like, what? I mean, figured that there would be a lot more women than just the movie
Yeah,
would
yeah.
show, but I didn't think to that level of like they're all main characters
Yeah.
to make this happen.
It's
You
actually
know
a
what I
bit
mean?
confusing in that respect. Like to trying to keep up like, oh, whose story is whose. Like that's
Oh, it doesn't break it up in that sense.
that's one of my criticisms of the book. It's
Okay.
like you can forget because she mentions so many names.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? you can forget, and then someone gets remarried, and then their name changes,
Mm.
and then a lot of them have similar names, so it's like, dude.
Yeah, the names are also a bit. I said, they're the same person. You just changed the letter. Like,
Sure.
what is going on?
So like, yeah, it can be a bit confusing. But like that's why it's a book as well, so you can flip back and whatever. In a movie, rewinding and forwarding will be a long story.
Slow.
That's why they just said, hey, listen, choose 3, make all of these one person, all of these one person, all of these one person.
Also, real quick on pop culture, I know this one is old.
Yeah.
But I was having a conversation with a friend, and she really reminded me of you. She did. Because she said some bullshit that is very Wengo-esque, and you've said this before. Don't kill me. That's very you, and you've said this before.
No more Kawilo.
We were talking about Don't Kill Me.
Guys, no. I'm announcing in advance. We're doing Love and Lyrics again.
We have to.
This year.
No, this year has to see Love and Lyrics again.
Thank you.
This year has to see Love and Lyrics again.
Yeah, but
I don't know when, but it just has to happen. Like, guys, there were things. There were things there.
It's 2 for 2 from the field there.
Too many people found the loves of their lives at that thing. Up and up.
Don't get it twisted. Love is a beautiful thing.
Love is a beautiful thing, man. But I think we're talking about different shows that we've watched, haven't watched, and blah, 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 all that jazz, right? And of course, a big head. Wow.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Wow. Do it by the mic. People need to hear it.
That's okay.
Okay.
Bad manners. Finish.
I'm
Shows.
dead. We're talking about the shows that we love and all that kind of jazz.
Yeah, bro.
And she then, so I think there was, I can't remember what it was, but there was probably like an ad or something that we might have seen or something.
Yeah.
And it was House of the Dragon. So I was like, oh, have you watched it? She was like, no, I haven't.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, you should. It's actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
Super dope, whatever. And then she was like, I've never watched Game of Thrones.
There we go.
I was like, okay.
That's some bullshit.
Cool.
Yeah.
I get it.
No, you don't.
No. Listen. I don't mind if you've never watched it before.
Yeah.
As long as your reason makes sense. Your reason shouldn't be because it's a popular show. That's dumb as fuck.
No.
That just doesn't make any sense.
So, okay, that's the reason she gave?
That's the reason you give.
That's the reason
which you get my point.
This guy, he wants to deck the mic now. Look. That's the reason you give.
You see? Which is what she gave, and which I was like, it's so Wengo. Like,
that's what, I'm not gonna lie, that would piss me off so much.
It really did.
I'm talking to Ahan and she reminds me of Wesley.
It really did. I was like,
I'm not gonna lie. I might end up on the news.
Doing what?
I'm not gonna lie. There's no way a woman can remind me of Wesley.
What?
No ways.
I'm a lovely guy.
She says something that this guy, I'll be like, nah. Sorry.
I was just like, this hand, like what the hell? I was like, that shit doesn't make any sense. Just because the world has been raving about it, you're like, nah, I want to be
edgy.
I want to be edgy.
They crucified me for
what
this.
What shit is that?
Like, you think you're so cool because you're contrarian.
My question is always like, why are you trying to deprive yourself from something great because everyone else finds it great? What's the point? So why are you watching Solo Leveling? People find it great.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so stop.
That thing cuts.
Stop.
Voila.
Game of Thrones cuts. So what's the point?
Your literal workout routine has changed because of Solo Leveling. So let's not talk about this.
But I've watched Game of Thrones, so you can't what?
Yeah, I know you're not
watched and read, so you can't tell me anything. So I was super like, this shit don't make sense. Like, come on, baby girl.
Drake is funny.
100%.
That I'll give him. Like
100%.
He's hilarious.
100%.
That was brilliant. That was brilliant. No, that's interesting. That's funny that you said that.
So I said by fire by force, you have to watch the thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how he's going to watch it.
You see, where's the guy is also him in his career. He believes in dictatorship.
100%. There's some things in life that you just have to, you know what I mean, right? Like some things in life, you just have to put your foot down and just be like, you're going to do this, whether you like it or not. And this is not even like forcing. Excuse me. Well, technically it is forcing, but I'm doing this for you. It's not for me. Like, I'm doing this because at the end of the day, you're gonna love
Dog,
what it is that you're
there's
gonna
no
do.
Game of Thrones that you're gonna say is for you, dog.
First of all, you've never watched it, so you don't even know if you're gonna love
I've
it.
watched 4 episodes.
It's 4 episodes, not even half the season.
When I tell people to do this for other shows, they also refuse. Though I say just watch 4 episodes of The Blacklist. They'll be like, it's taking. Or like, do you know the one that actually
First of
really?
all, that doesn't make any sense for them to say that
Yeah,
shit
that's
because episode 1 already, you're
it's,
like,
it's more than enough.
who the fuck is who's ready to do it?
It's more than
They're
enough.
thinking crazy.
Do you know the one that actually really you have to like beg people to watch?
Hmm.
It's Ozark.
It's a slow show.
Ozark is the slowest.
It's a
burn
slow
of
show.
all time.
100%.
Like you would just be like,
Yeah, it's a slow show.
Yeah.
It's slow, but it definitely gets good. Ozark, House of Cards. I would even say Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Breaking Bad is also a slow burn.
I think I've had to watch Breaking Bad like 3 times. Had to start it like 3-4 times because it was just like a slow burn, that kind of show. To be honest, so is Game of Thrones in a way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, everyone tells me this. Everyone says, watch the first season. If you're not convinced after that, you're a liar.
yeah, a liar. By
That's
the
what
time
everyone
you pass,
says.
even like
They say
five,
just, they say just
like,
finish the first episode, first season. And
Yeah,
then they'll be like,
yeah.
if you're not interested, then like
Agreed.
it's really not for you.
Agreed.
Or you're lying.
Which you're probably lying. you're probably lying.
But House of the Dragon, though, I've seen like
And you can watch that without watching Game of Thrones, just by the
I
way.
think it's an episode I watched at John's house even.
Hmm.
I made John. Like buff guy.
Oh yeah. Damn, I ain't seen him in a while. I haven't heard of him.
I haven't seen him in a minute as well.
Shit.
But yeah, John, I think I watched an episode at John's house. He was getting ready for something and I was at his house, whatever. And House of the Dragon looks dope.
It's dope.
And if people say like that
Cast is good as well.
that can grip me. So if that can grip me like that, then Game of Thrones might be the truth. But I was like,
Will over grip you.
remembering what I watched, and I was like,
No, trust. Just watch it. Both. House of Dragons, you don't have to watch Game of
hey,
Thrones.
someone give me
Do
HBO login, please. Dog.
That one you'll find it onto my side
Nah,
sites,
I know, I
Jay.
know.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but real, someone give me HBO. There are a lot of shows that I want to watch on that, actually.
I'm actually debating right now. There's 2 I want to start pay between 2. I'll choose one to pay for: Amazon Prime or Apple TV Plus.
What are the 2 points, strong points?
So
for both?
Prime, I'm not gonna lie, it's because I want to watch Invincible.
Fair,
Really and
fair.
true. Like I want to watch it easy access. Like
Got you.
you know, I get so upset when I'm seeing people talking about
I can
it.
send you a link.
Dango.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've been
Of
watching
course,
it on
I
a
mean,
link.
Oh, okay, sharp. Dango. And then, but Prime does have good shows. Like
A lot of good shows.
I like All or Nothing. You know, they had 1 season for Arsenal as well, which was really, really good. The first one was for Man City, which I
Yeah.
watched to completion. I haven't watched the Arsenal one even. But like, I mean, they do it for different teams. So for the All Blacks, they were for some like college American football team. I think those kinds of things are interesting. I think Prime is really dope. But Apple TV, when I watch the trailers of the shows there, they are kicking ass, bro.
Yeah.
I know the most popular show right now is Severance.
Severance is big. I've never watched it before, but a lot of people rave
Benji
about it.
is addicted.
A lot of people
Like
rave about
Benji
it.
even got like when the first season ended, he waited for the second season to drop. Then he did the 7-day free trial so he could binge the whole second.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what he did. Like that's how addicted he is. Because apparently also it's hard to find.
Yeah, it is.
Like you
It
can't
is.
really just like
just find on any website kind
Yeah.
of thing. Yeah.
But like I do think like there's a few movies and things I've seen on Apple TV where I'm like, you know what, maybe.
They do have a few good things like that as well.
Yeah,
Movies, shows, all that kind of
I
stuff.
think also just it's nice to have an alternative to Netflix because Netflix sometimes I get like if I'm not watching the show I'm watching there currently, it's like
That's true.
you know, or if there's no documentary. Like right now, the documentary I want to start this weekend. Just like you put Hidden Figures in my head now. I was gonna watch the Osama bin Laden documentary.
What is it
I think
called?
it's a docu-series. I think it's called Finding Osama.
Oh, okay. I think I know that one.
Yeah, it dropped on like March 10th, somewhere there. But
This
like,
year?
This year, yeah.
Okay, never mind.
It's a new one.
I thought I was thinking about like the other ones, basically,
Yeah.
whichever other
Yeah.
Osama bin Laden documentary has dropped.
Yeah, but
That's what I
it's a new one that dropped. And like, you know, I think that documentaries and docu-series in particular are really good. You know what I'm really into now though is limited series.
They got
Give me 6 episodes, give me 8 episodes, 12 episodes.
Bang it out hard. Yeah.
Make the last episode 1 hour 30. So it's
You
like
know
a
what I
movie.
mean?
I'm there.
I'm there, 100%.
I am there.
When I open sometimes and I see limited series, I'm like,
Add to my list.
let me check this out. This look kind of nice. Have you seen? I haven't watched it, and I'm pretty sure you haven't watched it either. but I'm seeing a lot of people rave about it. Adolescence, I think that's what it's called.
I watched the trailer. Looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Looks
A
good.
lot of
Apparently,
people
all
are
shot in
raving
one
about
take.
it. No, you lie.
I promise.
It's one of them.
Apparently, it's one, not one take. Sorry, one cut or whatever. Like they didn't cut.
Damn.
It's like that other movie, that one awards.
Yeah, there's another one like that. I know, that's what I'm
1917?
thinking.
For World War One. Yeah,
Is it?
yeah. It's 1917, World War
Hmm.
One. Like it's all in one shot,
One thing.
one continuous shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's brilliant acting for a
Hmm.
kid to get that right. By the way,
People are saying that he should even win an Oscar.
already.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I've
People are
seen
saying
that.
like it's so good. Like he's what he did.
But
in
apparently,
that
the
was
ending is
crazy.
anticlimactic.
I don't know too much about the show, but I'm assuming about what the show kind of is
Yeah.
about. I wouldn't necessarily think that like it would be gun blazing.
True, sir.
You know what I mean? So like,
Also, to be fair, like shout out to the UK, man. The UK is dropping some really, really like dope
Nah, they're
content
doing
right
some
now.
shit.
You know what I
they're
mean?
doing some shit.
Yeah, the Americans have always had the grip, but like the UK is doing their own.
A lot of
Like,
money is being poured into their content and everything.
Yeah,
so
the
like,
creative
that's
industry,
good.
right? Yeah, it's really, really dope.
Also, I don't know if you've watched the first season before, but I know season 2 of Shaka is coming out.
Shaka Elimbe, yeah. I haven't watched it. The only reason I'd watch for one woman though is Nomzamo.
Guys,
Nomzamo.
Gripped
but
me.
what a woman.
Gripped me.
Also,
It's good. I promise
I'm
you it's
so
good.
sorry to say this if your mom is listening. Because I know she listens.
She's going to listen.
Those are the most perfect pair of breasts I've ever seen. There's no woman on earth who has better breasts than Nomzamo Mbata. I promise you. I'm sorry.
You see what I deal with?
I had to say it.
This is the most PG thing he said like on camera.
I'm so sorry. Like she has perfect boobs. Also,
You know the problem. You know the
open her
problem.
IG.
You know the problem with him saying that. I don't remember. So that the curiosity
Mhm.
has grabbed it. The curiosity is like,
Let me just see what's happening.
let's see what the IG is
Bro,
saying. There's
I promise
oh,
you.
yeah. Why?
There's no woman alive with more perfect boobs than her.
Baby girl.
And you know where I stand on that debate. The great debate.
100%. We
The
know.
great debate.
We know it's IG leader. We
Yeah.
know. That's
She is perfect. Like
crazy.
if I met her, I would faint.
That's crazy. Beautiful woman. So I get you.
But yeah, no, Shaka I haven't watched actually.
It's a great one.
How do you watch it?
It was on catch up.
It's on catch up?
It was.
Oh, it was on catch
I
up.
don't think it's there anymore.
Is it on Showmax? Showmax is another subscription service, by the way.
Yes,
that
it is.
It's really making waves. Like,
Apparently.
yeah.
I'm
And it's
hearing
quite
that.
affordable.
Well,
Like
how much
100
is
kwacha.
Oh, yeah?
80 kwacha. There's one also that's just like a Premier League package.
That's true.
And I think the main reason they're doing that is because of like load shedding. So like if it's not available, like there's no power at your house, at least you can
At least you can watch on your phone or laptop.
whatever,
Yeah.
And it's like $100 a month. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Like kwacha, like
Yeah.
100 kwacha is crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
$2.
I've never experimented with Showmax before, but at the time it was on
DSTV.
DSTV catch up, and yeah, that's how I saw it. Season 2 is
Is it
coming
good?
out.
Like the show, like
Yeah, no, the show is good.
the storyline is
I
proper.
really didn't think that I would enjoy it that much because the last one I had seen was obviously Shaka itself, like
The
the
movie.
old one, like
Yeah.
the show,
The show.
one, the old one, like
Oh,
the
yeah,
19,
got you, yeah.
whatever it was. There was
Baby
that one.
girl.
I feel like there might have been another one that was there, but maybe this is just my head playing with me because of this new one. But this new one, like story wise, cast wise, like they did their thing. And
No, it looks
while
quality.
it was out, I was seeing people's reactions to it on Twitter and all that kind of stuff. People were enjoying it, and I understood why. I think I was also watching with my mom at the time.
Yeah.
And both of us just kind of being like,
Also, by
okay,
the way, any
it's
show
catchy.
you watch with your mom is instantly goated.
Go to
I don't know why. Like
go to.
whether it's their recommendation or yours.
What do you watch with your mom?
With my mom, we watch what we watch. Come Dine With Me.
They love them cooking shows, bro.
Yeah.
Others love them
With my
cooking
mom, we
shows.
love Come Dine With Me. There's even times like we're in ShopRite, she'll be like, "Oh, Jamie Oliver did this." I think so. Let's try it. Let's try to recreate. She just throw something in there.
Mm. Says, I
But
know,
yeah,
I know if this might
I
work.
think Come Down With Him is our most popular. Like, let's sit down and actually watch this. I wouldn't say like there's a show like action packed or anything like that
Yeah.
that would watch together. But on Netflix, she watches the movies from Nollywood more than anything.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
love Nollywood.
yeah, she loves and the movie, but the movie quality is different. It's
It's
bear in
good,
mind,
bro. It's not what it,
It's
what it
not
was
like it's
back
not like
then.
DSTV the movies that they show like on
Mm,
Africa
mm.
Magic there, you know, like
Mhm.
these Nollywood movies are like,
There's budget.
yeah,
there's budget.
there's real budget thrown behind, like there's quality in the cinematography and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So that's what I normally find I watch. Like if I open my mom's, she's on my Netflix, I pay for it.
Yeah. No, I've seen the name.
Bullshit.
I've seen the name.
Bullshit. Telling you.
Most of me, I'm there.
Most of them is like she watches the movies and stuff. But like maybe watch a documentary. Like I think the last thing we watched together was David Beckham's documentary.
Oh, nice.
Like the 4 episodes.
Yeah.
It was me, her, and Tim.
Nice.
The 3 of us watching
Nice.
together.
Yeah.
I think, okay, anyways, who doesn't like David Beckham, number one? And then she was just like, oh, this looks interesting. Let me sit down. And she watched with us. Yeah.
Nice. I love that shit.
And literally it's one of those to be like, Mom, please watching the 3rd episode. Please
like sit down.
Not that
so
you
we
start
can watch
asking
it.
what's happening.
I
what-
hate that shit.
Real. Victoria's dad does what? Just
Or
come
Victoria herself.
Yeah, just come sit and watch with us. You know?
Real.
So yeah, I think docu-series, and that's also what I like about limited series, that, you know, kind of like waiting.
Got
You
you.
know, it's sort of
got
just like,
you.
watch the 6 episodes, watch the 8 episodes, watch
Done.
the 10 episodes, it's finished.
It's finished. That's
You
true.
know? The last episode may be longer, but at least.
Makes sense. No, me and mom, it's definitely MasterChef.
Mhm.
That's our
I think
thing.
my mom and my brother watch. Is there an Australian one?
Australian, yeah.
Yeah.
MasterChef
I
Australia.
think that's the
Which
one.
is the one you will probably find on DSTV.
Mhm.
Which is, that the US one, I don't think I've seen it. But Australia one is the one that we definitely watch. When she's that side, she watches it. I'm this side, I watch it.
Mm.
And then when she comes here, then we continue it or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
We just watch it together. That's been our show for years, like for time. She pulls up, we watch it. Oh, it's laka. We try to finish it.
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
Love that
interesting
shit.
watching stuff with your parents, dude.
yeah, it is.
Like they've got such different people. I'm just like, you.
Yeah, real.
But at the same time, if you're watching something like David Beckham and them, right? They understand the things of that time.
You're seeing it from a different lens. And they're
you're
like,
seeing
oh
it from
yeah,
a
that
different
makes
lens. Like,
sense.
Imagine, like, I'm not saying she did say this, but like, imagine, like, you know, your mom is talking about, oh, my boyfriend at the time loved Manchester United or whatever,
Mhm.
all that kind of stuff. Perfect.
Yeah, last.
We are perfect.
last.
Like to be like, oh, my boyfriend at the time liked this guy or whatever. And like, you have boyfriends.
Mm.
And then you almost become like an older brother to be like, what the fuck are you talking
What are you talking about?
You know what I mean? Like,
What the fuck are we
what do you mean,
talking
dog? That nigga wasn't going to be my dad.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be here if you're talking about that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
And they'll be like, no, we used to go. I'm like, we used to go what? When my dad wasn't in the picture.
You used to disco where?
Like,
What do you mean
what
disco?
you mean? Like, I wouldn't be here.
And it's them, they call it disco. Huh?
And real. Like, if I was to talk to my kids, they'll be like, you know that? They'll be like, ew. I would actually expect my kids to be like, my brother, forget that person you're thinking
Ish.
about. You know what I'm saying?
The
But
stories
yeah.
our kids will hear. Jesus Christ.
What shocks me though is my mom's parents, right?
Mm.
They had a good time. Like they were rock stars.
Mm.
My dad, for him, it's not his parents who were rock stars. His generation is the rock stars. It's the first generation of rock stars, right?
Okay.
So my mom's parents were like a bit strict with her. You don't come home this time.
Yeah.
But interestingly enough, my mom is one who can let me come in at 3 a.m.
Yeah, got you.
Which is so strange.
Yeah. Mothers always, moms with sons are just always a bit more
I'm telling you,
lenient
I'm
there.
telling you.
Like, there's like,
You know, my mom calls me just to say good night sometimes. Like she just
that is cute.
be like, hi, how's it? Anyways, I'm just going to bed. I just want to say good night. That's it.
That is cute.
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
No, me, I'm side eyeing this
Auntie
side.
mom there. You need to
Me, I'm side eyeing.
You know?
I don't remember last time I got that.
Where are you?
Nah,
I'm at
please.
where's this? Oh, okay, tell him I said hi, good night.
Yeah.
That's all. Like
Yeah.
that's all she wants to know. Like
yeah.
me, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm in a break.
Yeah, I'm in a fresh. Yeah, I need to come home inside.
Hey, because moms don't care, bro. You'll be the star in the couple. They'll just be like, hey, you're still my son at home. Okay, there's nothing for.
What they do very well with this
There's
time.
nothing for it. Your birthday, you're the host, you're the what. My mom can call me in the middle of Super Soft and say, close that thing.
Close it right now.
Close
I
the
want
gate.
my sheets even.
She can do it that same time.
Oh, that's
you know?
crazy.
And it's but it's fun. Like, you know,
It is.
I love them for it.
It is.
I hope I'm that kind of parent as well.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
I really,
Same.
really hope I'm that kind of parent as
I
well.
hope the time also allows for us to be that kind of parent.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Doomed.
Yeah. But I guess the final thing that I actually wanted to touch upon. Trigger warning. Actually, I think that's probably the best thing
Yeah.
to say
So the
before
trigger warning,
anyone.
I would say rape, child defilement, sexual assault. Sexual assault is probably
Yeah,
the best.
sexual assault and all that kind of stuff. to begin with, shout out to Zambians for actually standing up for kids.
There's been 2 marches this week.
Hmm?
There's been 2 marches this week. At the time of this
Or
recording.
the time of the recording.
I saw there was one in the middle of the week, I think on Wednesday or Thursday.
I didn't even know that.
Same. And then there was
one that happened Saturday.
right now that as we're recording.
Right.
We're recording on Saturday, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. So I think it's important that we also use a platform like this to kind of speak about it and shine light on it, because when we've spoken about it, when you're talking about kids and everything like that, I mean, in general,
no crime is justifiable.
Exactly. Right. Like,
but once you're affecting children,
like, what the fuck, man? Like, come on, let's not do that, you know? And I do love the fact that Zambians are actually standing up and putting their foot forward to actually protest about it, you know? And I do hope that the government actually listens and does something, because the case files that have been rising are way too high.
The case files are ridiculous. The stories are ridiculous. I mean, the most ridiculous one I heard, I hate that I'm even bringing attention to it, is this man defiled his 10-year-old, let me not even be polite, he raped his 10-year-old daughter. And he has 2 wives, apparently. So the 2 wives tried to bribe the cop to keep the child in custody but release the husband.
Duh, you're lying.
I swear to you. And like the question is like, one of those women is that child's mother.
Yeah.
Why would you protect her, sorry. I apologize.
Why would you protect him?
Why would you protect him and
over the child?
Women.
Damn.
Grown women, both of them tried
Damn.
to bribe a cop. And the cop said, fuck off.
Not good.
I would arrest both of them.
Quick.
First, bribery. That's the
exactly.
charge. That's the charge.
Yeah,
that's the charge I'll get you on. Then I have to find some other bullshit about your psyche.
100%.
Like, it's ridiculous what's happening. I think I was impromptu. I was put in an impromptu position when I was on Power FM promoting the first Super Soft to speak about, like, you know, a case that happened in Kalingalinga as well. Like, I think she was a very young girl as well. I think she was 14. And this guy who was 17 or something, you know, raped her and killed her. Like, you know, she was found by kids in a compound, because, you know, in a compound you can't hide it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, really and truly, I think we have to be extreme with these kinds of cases. You have to actually scare people into not doing it, which is unfortunate, but it's the reality. You have to know that if a woman reports you for rape or sexual assault, you're going to get your penis cut off.
Right. Like, it's big.
Or you're going to die. Like, I know there was this whole, not celebration, but like there was this whole thing about Zambia, you know, repealing the death penalty, whatever. It's humanitarian. Raping a child is not humanitarian. I don't care
at
who.
all.
You can't.
Raping anybody.
Okay, yeah.
But
raping
but like in this case, we're talking about the kids themselves.
Yeah. Raping anyone, to be very honest. You can't rehabilitate.
Right.
Someone like I don't believe you can.
Where do you start?
Let me just tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I don't believe you can. They've made that decision consciously. They're grown adult, by the way. It's always grown adults. You can't make that decision and, you know, claim insanity.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But the other thing that I found out from the march that's not happening today, the march that happened during the week at the time of this recording, is I had no idea, and it pains me so much to find out that people are doing this because they're being told to do it.
What do you mean? The march?
Not the march. People are defiling kids, or
Oh.
the people are raping kids because they're being told that's the way, for example, to cure cancer.
You're lying.
So I go for a medical checkup. Touch wood. That was loud. Like a Netflix thing.
Actually.
No, serious topic. Sorry, guys. I apologize for that. But like, imagine I go for a medical checkup and find out I've got testicular cancer, you know, or prostate cancer.
Yeah.
That obviously affects, you know, my sexual organs.
Yeah.
They would, a traditional doctor, a herbalist is going to tell me, oh no, you need to, you know, find someone pure.
And do that thing.
Or the purest.
The young ones.
Children. I never knew that was a thing until this. That for me blew my mind more than anything. That it's going to be like a way to get rich or like cure your cancer, whatever it will be. That's why people do it. You find out you've got cancer. And then the other thing that really, really makes me want to kill people Really and true. Like, I know that's intent. I'm not saying I'm going to kill anyone. Legally, I know that's a problem. Like, but disclaimer.
Yeah, real.
Full clip. It makes me want to. I would never kill anyone. Like, you know, I'm a nice guy. You know. The one that makes me say that the government should execute people rather is the fact that there's like no bail or no bond for these things, for sexual crimes. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
It basically lets me know that, or basically lets people know that if Wengo commits this crime and he's got the money, he can
pay his way out.
He can get out.
Yeah.
And then you know that, okay, let me also do it.
Yeah.
But like the rise is insane.
Yeah. The case number is mad.
And I do think it does have to do with economic hardship. People are telling people, if you want, like you can't pay your rent this month, it's 5,000 kwacha, right? You're poor. If you want to be able to pay your rent for the next 3 years, you need to find something pure and have intercourse with it, and your life will change.
They'll listen.
You'll listen.
Right.
People are desperate.
Right.
I'm not excusing the behavior. I'm not saying it's right. But I do think it is tied to the current economic hardship and also just the socialization of it, man. We protect and what's the word? Almost stand by people who commit these foul crimes in Zambia. It's ridiculous. And like you said, shout out to Zambia because, you know, are normally very passive about things.
Very.
Zambians are passive about anything.
Everything.
I'm always telling people, Millie Meal could be 1,000 kwacha tomorrow.
We'll still pay it.
Guys will just be like, we'll just buy them. We'll complain, no, hey, Millie Meal. You know what I'm saying? But we'll buy it. This is something that's very, very serious, and it's a social issue, which is what makes it even more which is what even makes me more proud that it's like happening.
Yeah.
Because it's not an economic issue, it's a social issue. I mean, it is tied to economics, but like it's a social issue.
Yeah.
And people care about it and they're speaking out about it. And I really, really, really respect that.
Same.
You know what I'm saying?
Same.
I mean, we're more women than men in this country anyways.
Exactly.
So if they're not there, there's no country.
They ain't in the world. They ain't no world.
Yeah, really.
You know,
let me tell you, me, I love women.
Hey, last number. Not even at what.
We need them around, dude. You know what I'm saying? So protect them and love them and care for them. Kids, guys. I think that's like what you said. That bothers me more than anything.
Yeah. Leave them alone, man.
Boys and girls, by the way.
Last number. Just, yeah. This doesn't mean it's only just like the girls or anything.
Yeah, there are cases of boys as well.
Guys,
like, you know, and guys don't speak enough about those cases.
Yeah.
But like, just leave kids alone, please. Yeah. Like, let them grow, let them flourish, they need to be safe. And that's what's pissing me off. You know, these cases it's a father.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, one was a cancer patient. She's in the hospital. 10 years old. What the fuck are we doing? Like, what are we talking about? There's no justification. If I'm a judge, I'm executing you. I'm sorry.
Quick.
And not even like a quick
jury
one.
Or
a painful one. Like, you're going to be a firing squad.
Last number.
We'll start from the legs going up. I swear to you, dog.
It's not funny, man.
And public execution, dog. I'm going to put it live on everyone on Facebook is going to see that we're shooting this on live. Like, we're killing him. I'm sorry. They do it in the Middle East, like, you know. Like,
they don't play games for those things.
They'll put you in a hole and stone you to death.
Biblical times.
I fully believe in that. I fully believe. Like, some crimes are that heinous.
Yeah, people need to be scared about doing certain things. People are a bit too lax.
Because what happens is, right? Obviously, God forbid, touch wood. If that's your uncle or your dad or your relative that's been stoned to death, what are you going to think? The next time you look at a 17 or 16-year-old girl, you'll be like,
it's low.
You shouldn't think it in the first place.
Yeah.
But what are you?
Exactly.
But like, what are you now going to? You'll be like, nah.
Yeah.
As long as there's a deterrent, because you'll be like, my uncle was stoned to death last week.
You're right.
I do not want to see that. And it was stoned to death in front of everyone, by the way. Not that it was a quiet one, lethal injection, nothing. You saw his friends throwing the stones there. So like,
19 mil had access to it. Had access to watch it.
You know, or public castration, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Don't leave kids alone.
Yeah.
I really, really hate it. And I respect the fact that you thought to bring that up. You know,
I think it's important. As much as we talk about a lot of different things.
As much as we talk about like jokes about women and like how much they eat.
Yeah.
And
or annoy us or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
you know.
We still love them. Like, we have mothers and sisters and
it shouldn't even be that. They're just human beings, bro.
You get what
really
I'm
and truly. Like, every human being deserves dignity.
Yeah.
And don't like rob them of that when they're 10 years old or 7 years
old.
Or 4, man. Like, what the fuck are we actually talking about? It's disgusting. I would make an exception personally for sexual crimes. Really and truly. You know? And those are guilty until you're proven innocent. That's how I would view it.
Elo really proved that you're innocent because this one.
Yeah, start in jail and work your way out. That's genuinely what I believe.
Real.
Those kinds of things. No, but thank you for actually bringing that up. It's a real issue. I really do hope that these marches and protests and the awareness that we're raising towards these things can lead to actual change, not just material change where we say like, oh, we did a march, we did this, we did that.
Right.
But like, where programs are implemented or whatever, where these things can actually happen.
Yeah.
Like, the change can actually happen. People do get punished and people are deterred because that's actually what it is. Once you punish someone, other people are deterred. We knew in school that don't smoke because this guy got expelled for doing it. Or this guy got suspended for doing it. You know your parents.
Yeah.
So your parents will not take a suspension or an expulsion.
They're not hearing that chat.
You know what I'm saying? This guy was in a fight. That's why he got in this much trouble. Your parents are different from everyone's parents.
Real.
So that's literally how it works. Once you make the punishment extreme, people do know that. Like, and yes, like sometimes be draconian with punishment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? African countries are very, very
too lax, man.
We're lax, but people always say we're backwards in things. So let's also be backward in punishment. You know what I'm saying? Crucify the guy.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? Leave him up there. Let him starve to death on a wooden plank. Really and truly.
On a damn crucifixion here.
Yeah, no. Okay, not like the Messiah.
No, I know what you mean.
What I
100%, of course. Yeah.
Put them in a hole and stone them.
Just stone them. Leave them. Let them starve. Because it's super bullshit. But yeah, it's
a weird way to end.
It's a weird way to end, but I think it's also just important. Like if you've watched this far in the episode, I think it's also important that you also watch this part and you also understand the severity of the
and we're
issues
talking
that
as
are
privileged
happening.
men, by the way.
100%, and people aren't as privileged, aren't as cared for as we are, and it's just important that we are able to use our platform to also show support for these people that are going through it, and know that like even though we're here recording, we still stand with the people that are actually fighting for change. So
I drove past the march on my way here.
Like
Shout
it's
out to
super important that
we continue to do stuff like that. It's unacceptable.
Yeah,
we have to make and the funny thing. Sorry, I know we're going really over time.
Nah.
The funny thing is Zambians actually believe in mob justice.
Last number.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is one case where if I'm like, they told me that we arrested 30 oaks because they beat or killed this guy because he raped a kid. I'll be like, allow them.
Yeah, last.
I think we need that level of mob justice. Yeah. Not just mob justice for, I stole Wesley's phone and I ran around the corner and then 10 ons deck me there.
Also, we should be treating these people the same way we treat thieves.
Yeah.
I'm not understanding why we're being too lax.
They are robbing these kids of their lives, not even their lives and their future.
Yeah.
That's something that's more than anything this fucking iPhone can do.
Bro, any of these things.
Anything.
Any of these things. Like, we have to treat them the same way. Put them with tires and put petrol and 100%. Put fire, whatever it is.
Mob justice. Because
things.
Also the police. I have to cut that down. I was going to say arrest.
The Zambian came out.
The Zambian came out. Too hyped. The police won't arrest.
Not from Lusaka. So.
You have to cut the episode. I'm sorry. And you know what Wes is going to do? Can I say something?
I can't cut it.
It's going to be Thursday. He'll be editing the video.
I'll send it.
And then he's going to be like, actually, I need you to listen to this. The police. Dog, this is a serious topic, dog. You're laughing. Fuck Wesley, guys. Let's put the hashtag. Fuck Wesley. Anyways, the police aren't going to arrest 100 oaks.
Right.
By the way, for burning a rapist with a tire.
Right.
It's not possible.
Real.
Really and truly.
Maybe 4 or 5.
Maybe 4 or 5.
The rest of you, 95.
The rest are going to beat the case, really and truly. And 4 or 5, I mean, take the 4 for the baby, man.
Last number.
But yeah, no, it's good that we've mentioned that. Shout out. I really, really do hope. And if there are things we could do as a podcast or as a platform, as a channel, whatever it may be, we're willing to do them.
Yeah, that's true.
I've got nothing against
that's
it.
True.
Especially against children, guys, leave them.
Yeah, last number.
We're actually planning some charity events this year.
Very true. but we'll talk about that
when we get there.
when we get closer to those events and all that jazz. But in the meantime, thank you very much, you guys, for watching this far, for listening. If you have reached this far, and if you have on YouTube specifically, please drop a mic emoji so that we know that you've reached this far. If you are listening, you can always leave a comment. I mean, to be honest, even if you haven't finished, please leave a comment so that we know that you are at least listening to this, saying what you like, saying what you don't like, what resonated with you, how you felt about Drake's Nokia video or any
baby
video.
girl.
Real. And
yeah, don't touch the baby girls.
Leo. But on that note, don't forget that we are also partnered with the BottleShop. Botro. Today we are drinking Black Label Johnny Walker
from Scotland.
Real. 12 years is cutting at 1 liter. It is 1 pin at the BottleShop. They are at Lewanika, Mande Hill, East Park,
Ndola, Kitwe, and Solwezi.
Mande Hill being the most stocked, the best stocked. Whatever you're looking for, they got it. If it's rare, they have it.
If it's rare, they have it.
If they ain't got it, they can get it because you asked for it.
Yeah, you can pre-order.
Correct. With a nationwide delivery, of course.
Yeah.
Which we love.
Those of our friends in the Eastern Province, Southern Province, Western Province, we've got you.
Exactly. And of course, like Wengo said also at the beginning of the episode, our good friend Kay got a good delivery.
Just because he tagged all of us. So he tagged Scary Hours and he tagged the BottleShop.
Correct.
And that was it, literally.
And you can be the next one also to get it.
You never know.
Probably will be the next one to get it, actually.
Yeah.
Make sure you do tag us. Also, tag us personally as well in it so that we really do see it.
Yeah.
That's how you really want it to be.
Because our social media manager is a joker.
I'm so dead.
Jokers.
But yeah, we are definitely enjoying this. We are loving this. Hope to see you guys on the next episode. Thank you very much for you guys watching. Thank you very much for our
toast to
brother at the back of the
to our creative
camera,
director.
to our creative director.
He's late.
Director.
You still have it on.
I got a little something.
The toast to the second quarter of the year, ladies and gentlemen.
Q2.
Scary Hours.
Tom Brady.
Turn the cameras off, please.